Hello everyone, this is Zenith with Gardening Mindfully. In this video, we'll take a quick look at the two Hippeastrum or Amaryllis bulbs that were not planted in soil and have not received any water. Now let's look at the white. That stem that had flowered only grew to about 6 inches tall. You'll also notice that there are 2 more flower buds coming up, along with some leaves in the center. Switching over to the red bulb, the flower stalk that flowered grew to 7 inches tall. You'll notice that second flower stalk that's coming up, and that's already over 12 inches tall. Let's take a gamble. I say we remove the mittens, remove the spent flower stalks, and plant them in soil and see how they develop. I've removed the spent flower stalk on the white bulb, and look how healthy that bulb is. So we'll go ahead and we'll pot this bulb up in soil. We'll add some water, and we'll ensure that it gets placed in a location where it will receive bright, indirect light. Here's our white Amaryllis bulb, dressed up and ready to reflower. You'll notice that I added some natural moss on top of the soil. The moss not only makes for an attractive appearance, but it also helps to keep the soil moist. You'll also notice that the entire bulb is not immersed in the soil. That's important to prevent the bulb from rotting. For our red Amaryllis bulb, we'll remove the spent flowers and flower stalk. We'll also remove our red nose mitten as well as that meadow stake. And we'll go ahead and pot it up in some soil, add moss and water, and place it in a bright, sunny location. You'll notice that there are no roots because our bulb did not receive any water. So without water, our bulb was not able to grow any roots at all. But yet it flowered. So again, that tells us that everything the bulb needs to flower is inside the bulb. The only thing it needs is light and water. But we also know that the bulb did bloom, did flower without water. The only thing that did not happen is that it did not grow any roots. And the original flower stalk was only 7 inches tall, whereas this second flower stalk is well over 12 inches tall. So this is going to be really nice and stately. So we have removed the metal stake and we've removed our mitten, and we'll go ahead and pot this bulb up in soil. The 2 Amaryllis bulbs that we had that were growing on a stake without being planted in a soil medium without receiving any water has been potted up in soil, and they have both received water. Our next step is to place them in a location where they'll receive bright, indirect light. Hopefully, the bulb on the left, which is the white bulb, will grow taller stems than it did when it did not receive any water. So I'm hopeful that those two flower buds will grow to at least 12 inches tall. And our red bulb already has one stem coming up with a flower bud that's well over 12 inches tall. And you'll notice that it has some leaves coming up right there. And they both have green Spanish moss on top to help to retain moisture and just to dress up the planter. So I'm very excited, and I'm looking forward to watching these flower stalks grow and bloom. The question also will be, will they develop roots now that they have been planted in soil and they will be receiving water on a weekly basis? Stay tuned, everyone, and I hope you will check back in for the next update. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Happy gardening. See you in the next video.